week by week?
Week by week, I just want to be ready to go. COVID adds a little bit of an extra factor in as long as injuries, as people getting down and with COVID and all that stuff. So I'm kind of working at all three interior positions, just getting ready and anything I can do to be ready for this game.
Thank you.
Okay, next we'll go to Seth Emerson.
Hey, Warren, I think sometimes people outside the sport don't realize how important a position coach is in, I guess, a player's life. Like, they recruit you, they coach you every day. Can you talk just a little bit about that and Coach Pittman and Coach Luke, the relationships with both of them that you formed?
Both men are great men. I mean, Coach Pittman recruited me here, and I have great respect for him. And he's at Arkansas now, and we respect him as a coach and as a getting ready for this team. And same thing with Coach Luke. He came in, he's done a great job getting to know us and implying his own enthusiasm into the offense, into the scheme. It's huge. And Coach Luke is big on not just coaching the X's and O's. He's huge on making sure that our life, we have a good life, and that he's involved with it, and that we're any emotional or any mental things that we're going on with that he is well aware of, and he's going to get us through that as well.
Okay, Anthony Doctor, do you have a question?
Sure. Hey, Warren, how are you doing today? Let me ask you about some of the freshman offensive line. I know a lot of these guys obviously just coming in and kind of learning the ropes, so to speak, but who all's been kind of catching your eye so far?
All of our freshmen have come in and they've done a great job competing. I mean, fall camp is long and it's a grind for everyone that's coming in as a new freshman. And each one of them has done and stepped up really well. I'm not sure if there's one in particular that's caught my eye, but all I know is that the years to come, the UGA is going to be here and the offensive line is going to stand firm.
Okay, Chip Towers, you're next.
Hi, Warren. Just wondering, with Sam Pittman being on the other sideline, obviously you'll be focused on the game Saturday, but how curious are you just overall, knowing him as well as you do and kind of knowing all about him and his mannerisms and style? How curious are you to kind of see how he does as a head coach?
Of course, I'm really curious. I mean, like I said before, he recruited me, and he's always going to have a special place for me with that. I mean, I know this around this building, every player and staff and faculty love Coach Pittman, and I know over there that's the same way just from knowing him for the past 2 years. But I am interested, and I wish him the best of luck as he goes on, and I know he's going to do well.
Thank you.
Okay, Jake Rowe, do you have a question?
Yeah, Warren, we heard Kieras talk earlier this week, and he seemed really jazzed up, really excited about the offense. And I know you guys have put in a lot of hard work, but is there any excitement, any kind of like maybe a chip on your shoulder to maybe for you guys to kind of prove that last year is last year and that you guys are a brand new offense? Is that excitement there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's the case with every single year. Not each year is going to be the same year, and each year there's new players stepping up and new schemes going in, especially having this Coach Munkin and Coach Luke and all of our new position coaches coming in. I think it's just an extra aspect, and we're just ready to play. I mean, we've been in the grind of fall camp and just practicing, but now it's game week and we're ready to go. I mean, it's an exciting time.
Okay, thank you. We'll go to Connor Riley.
Hey, Warren, how did Sam Pittman specifically sort of help you grow as both a player and a person in his time at Georgia?
One thing that Coach Pittman did a really good job with is connecting with us personally. Like I said before, he was well loved all around the building. And I think that he has his own techniques, and everything that he taught us has stuck with me. And, little things like that I can reflect on as I play right now. But what I'm really focused on right now is just who we have right here and right now. And Coach Luke has done an outstanding job so far, and he'll continue to do an outstanding job with us and teaching us and getting us prepared for the game.
Brendan Sudge or Jed May, do you guys have a question?
Hey, Warren, another thing on Coach Pittman. So can you recall one of your favorite or the funniest memory of when y'all had to get together at his house with his wife or when he took y'all to eat? Can you share any memory there?
I don't know if I have one in particular. Like I said before, he was well loved all around the building, and his players felt the same way. I mean, he was definitely jolly, and he's going to get someone to laugh no matter what. But overall, he was just a great guy. But, I mean, like I said before, I mean, he was great and all, and we got a new staff, and we're excited about them, and we're ready to go.
Okay, Palmer, would you like to ask a question?
Yeah, Warren, last year it seemed like the starters were on the offensive line were kind of set in place. Do you think this year the competition has helped the group at all? And what do you think the identity of the unit will be?
Any sort of competition is going to grow. I mean, that's just the nature of the game. I mean, you want to compete, and that's how you're going to get better. You want to be pushed, and that's how you're going to get better. And I think that this year, just like all years, we want to be physical. We want to impose our will, and we got to play downhill run, and that's how UGA is. We're gonna continue to build that brand as it has been in years past.
Okay, we'll move on to Alec McQuaid.
Sorry, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, we can open it up for a few more questions for Warren.
Warren, this is Chip Towers. I guess I'll ask you a tough one. There's been some public comments lately from former players about the environment at Georgia, one charging of it being a racially insensitive, the other one that a toxicity. I mean, we haven't been able to talk to players about that. I'm assuming you believe differently since you're still here.
That is definitely a tough question, and it's something that those players feel, and it's fortunate that they feel that way. I mean, like I said before, I love each and every single one of our coaches, and it's the reason why I decided to choose this program. And just going forward, we just want to focus on the people we have in our building, and as we continue to build this, I mean, I know that this season is going to be special, and we're just excited for the guys and the team and the coaches that we have.
Hey, Warren.
Time for two more questions.
Jed May from the Macon Telegraph. I wanted to ask you, you mentioned that competition a minute ago. One, how much of that is fun versus, the stress of battling for a job? And number two, does that extend beyond the field? I mean, are y'all competitive in video games, any other kind of stuff that you do in your daily lives?
Competition is competition, and on the field, we want to compete and we want to play well. And that's going to push each other to grow as a unit, and as well as just players in general. But I think that we do a good job of knowing when to compete, and then also stepping back and gelling well as a unit. We want to become really close as a unit this year. No matter where you were on the depth chart, what position you're going to be, we wanted to work together, because the best way to do that is just to be a team within a team. And then I forget the last question you had. Ending.
What else do y'all compete in? I mean, you playing video games, playing pickup basketball after practice, what kind of, how far beyond the field does the competition go?
I don't think it really ever stops. I mean, we're always competing in the weight room with what we eat, our diets, and just how we interact outside of the building, whether it's just like fun little games in the locker room or just even outside, like you mentioned. I think that it never stops. And it's, as football players and as collegiate athletes, we're always wanting to compete. That's in our blood. And so I think that it never really stops.
Hey, Warren, it's Anthony again. Looking across on the defensive line, is there anything about those guys this year that's jumping out at you that maybe you weren't seeing this time last year?
We haven't played Arkansas before, and I think since Coach Smart has been here. And we're excited about this team. This is a great chance, because we months ago didn't even know if we're going to have a season. So just having this opportunity, we're really excited about, the defensive line that we're playing, in Division I SEC caliber defense. So you can't take anyone lightly, and they're going to be a great defense, come off the ball. They're going to give us everything they got, and we're just ready for it.